What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K21 at Next Gen. Today's video, we're going to be, kind of wrapping up the trading every player rebuilds. I believe, 5 or 6 of these left to do, and then we're looking for another series. So, if you guys don't know the way these work, basically, I have to trade every single player on this team before we do start sending your number 1. After that, at no point in any time may anybody on this starting roster right now become back on this team for any point, any reason, whatever it may be. Before we do get into this one, if you guys are new around here, we're on the road to 30K. I'd love to have you guys here. If you can just subscribe to the channel, it does help out a ton. Let's see if we can hit 150 likes in this video. And as always, feel free to comment any other video ideas down below. You guys have been absolutely killing it with the suggestions lately, so I seriously do appreciate it. And before we get into this one again, we got a couple, household items right now. You guys are seeing this video on Wednesday. I'm actually getting my first vaccination on Wednesday, so you'll obviously see this one Wednesday. I'll be able to, edit this video on Wednesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday night, but I gotta figure out if I'm feeling well enough. I'll try to get a video out tomorrow because I record my videos pretty much the night before. If I feel like donkey shit or if I just feel horrible, I'm probably not gonna do it. I don't want to do a lackluster video for you guys. So the best way to keep up with me is to follow me on Twitter. The link's in the description as always. If you guys want to go follow me, it's at Massa_YT. It's the best way to keep with me. That being said, I also had a foot procedure done yesterday, so I'm just in absolute shambles right now. But the grind don't stop, man. All right, we're going to do this team. I've been getting a lot of comments because, the majority of these videos that I do, I trade every player, and I don't have a say in any of these trades. A lot of you guys are saying, because I do have, the teams that are not as good left. I try to start out with the, the better teams. I think people want to see those ones a little bit more. A lot of you guys are saying, for the teams that are, a little bit worse, you should make the trades with your eyes open. So I think that's what we're going to do today. Again, you guys feel free to let me know down below in the comment section which way you prefer. I have no problem doing it either way, but the majority of the comments in the last one of these when I do it with my eyes open were saying you guys liked it better for the worst teams that, the teams are not as good to do it with your eyes open. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and change some positions around, and I'll see you guys with some of the first moves. So, I was kind of torn back and forth between these two trades for my first move. I moved Wood to the power forward spot. I moved Gordon to a small forward, other overalls, respectively. I think Wood jumped 3 overalls. But this is the one I'm going to go with here with the Indiana Pacers. Domantas Sabonis and Jeremy Lamb coming over here to Houston. I was also, stuck with this one, Kristaps Porzingis. I think ultimately Sabonis is just, he is 1 year younger. I'm not really worried about the age there, but he's making significantly less money. It's not exactly half the contract that Porzingis is making, but it's definitely going to give me a little more flexibility. And I really do like the addition of Jeremy Lamb, hopefully potentially off the bench for us. For the remainder of this video, we will see. So that's the first deal that's being made there. Domantas Sabonis, welcome to the team here. We are definitely not done. John Wall has a pretty hard contract to trade. That's why, including Jayshawn Tate, Young definitely has some value. Might give me a couple better trade offers, but again, nothing really too good here that I'm seeing right now. Miles Turner and Eric Gordon, that's actually not that bad. Miles Turner's not a guy I do get a lot. Hopefully he can develop. You never really see his overall shoot up a ton in this game, which is kind of weird, but, let's pull the trigger on this. We have to give up a pick swap with Brooklyn. Is there any way I don't have to do that? Can I just do this? Yeah, I would prefer not to give up that being said, we do have a lot of picks. They want DJ Wilson, a Brooklyn unprotected for TJ McConnell. Okay, that I can do. I'm actually perfectly fine with that because I'll give up a Brooklyn unprotected pick. When it gets to the pick swap things, it starts to confuse me like a lot, and I don't like playing that game. So it's weird, Oh my God, I just traded for Eric Gordon back. There's dumb, and then there's me. All right, I'm not going to, get I screwed up. I'm going to get a second-round pick for Eric Gordon. I'll be back with the next trade. All right, so I screwed up. That just kind of shows you where my head's at right now, but I didn't even realize Gordon was coming back. I kind of just went with it, but yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to do it. I'm taking away the first-round pick from Philadelphia, and give me Danny Green. He sucks anyways. So that went right over my head. I'm very, very sorry about that. So Kelly Olynyk, Kevin Porter Jr. going to be my next two here. Wow, I am seriously all over the place right now. Larry Markkinen don't really need. Marcus Smart wouldn't be a bad addition. Obviously, we have our power forwards in our center set, even our small forward if we need to. This is not a bad deal at all. Victor Oladipo, bring him back to Houston. We get Precious Achiuwa as well. I do this trade a lot. I feel like Miles Bridges and Devontae Graham. Joe Ingles not a bad pickup, but we do have a decent small forward right now. Obviously, the center spot's kind of locked down. Let's see. Chris Boucher, don't really need. Malik Beasley's kind of enticing, but you know what? I think we're going to go with the deal here from the Miami Heat. We get rid of DJ Augustine as well. Precious Achiuwa, Victor Oladipo coming in here. Oladipo can obviously play either of these spots. Really wherever we need him to. So now kind of moving on even more. Let's see. McConnell, we had Kenyon Martin Jr., David Nwaba. I took pictures of this roster just because I'm all over the place. Yeah, Nwaba was definitely on this team. So before I started making trades, just because I don't know this roster 100%. Again, they made quite a bit of moves. Tyrese Maxey, that could be interesting. I saw Duncan Robinson as well, the walking lesbian. Gafford. All right, let's take Tyrese Maxey. He's really easy to trade for. I do get him a decent amount, though, so I'll kind of chill on it after this. Who do we have left? McConnell was not on this team. Achua was obviously not. Danny Green we traded for, I guess, technically. Dante Exum was here. Avery Bradley was here. So we'll kind of just rattle these, final couple off here. But, before we do start simming your number one. Pat Beverly. Honestly, I'll take Pat Beverly. Good defense right there. So what's this roster looking like? We have to get rid of who at this point in time? We did not. Okay. Point guards are good. Point guards are all gone. Isaiah Joe was not on this team. Kyrie Thomas, I mean, he doesn't, I'm not even going to trade him. It doesn't even matter. Small forwards, Tate's gone. Nawaba's gone. So I have to get rid of House and Brown. Power forwards, Olenek and Martin, they're both gone. When do we get Patterson? And then, so we're good. So I have to trade Danielle House and Sterling Brown. That's going to be my final trade right there. So let's see what we get for these two right here. Sterling Brown, and I mean, do you want to include Isaiah Joe? That's fine. Actually, I only get 2 trade offers. All right, it really doesn't matter. Can I get a first-round pick? That would actually be kind of cool. I highly doubt it, but it would be nice. I'll close my eyes. We'll randomly... Actually, no, I want Bryn Forbes. Bryn Forbes low-key balled the fuck out the other night. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set this rotation. I'll be back. So I actually had way more guards than I actually thought I was going to. I'm going to give TJ McConnell the start just because I do think he's actually the best guard on this, or the best point guard on this team now. I moved Oladipo to shooting guard if you couldn't figure that out. He is a free agent at the end of this year. I would like to bring him back, hopefully, either whether that be a sign and trade. I didn't realize we have 3 former Pacers, or 3, yeah, I guess technically former Pacers. And Turner, Sabonis. Actually, we have 4. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Do I have the whole Pacers starting lineup right now? I mean, Oladipo's in Miami, but like former. Just one of those days, man. Well, we're the Indiana Rockets right now, I guess. Jesus Christ. Okay. Beverly's going to be my 6th man here. Precious Achua. We got Tyrese Maxey as well. That's where I screwed up, that I shouldn't have gotten Beverly. I forgot we had Tyrese Maxey low-key. Danny Green. And then I got Bryn Forbes. He's just not really going to play. I'm going to have Tyrese Maxey, be the backup point guard, shooting guard. I mean, these two can play together. I'm fine with it. It doesn't really matter. So, a hell of, a time before simming your number one. We are literally, whatever you want to call us, the Houston Pacers or the Indiana Rockets. Literally whatever, floats your boat. But, yeah. Wow. Didn't even realize that. I will see you guys at the end of year number 1. So the Houston Pacers wrap up year number 1 here as a 9 seed here in the Western Conference. Obviously not in the playoffs. We are in the lottery. LeBron James is your MVP, 27 points, 7.5 boards, 11 assists. We're number 20 in the power rankings as well. LaMelo, Penis Cantor, 6th man of the year, 12 and 11. Good for you, Penis. Giannis Antetokounmpo is your defensive player of the year. Chris Boucher, most improved. Frank Vogel, 62 and 20. For the LA Lakers. All right, before we do go ahead and sim these playoffs, we can look at some numbers real quick. Sabonis was a stud for us. Very happy about his addition. Oladipo was honestly really solid. Then again, somebody has to score the goddamn basketball. So we will see about him. He's definitely going to be re-signed. Whether, he stays long-term, that is still to be determined. But better than I thought we were going to be. I honestly wish we were worse. We'd have a higher pick, but not just my thoughts. Denver makes it to the finals just to lose to Brooklyn in 5. James Harden finally wins a ring and is your finals MVP. So we will head up to league meetings right now real quick. As you know, I always reject all of these. Eliminate, that's just dumb as hell. So draft lottery. Do we have our pick? We have Detroit's pick. There's got to be some sort of protection on that. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, it was top 5 protected. It fell to 5 anyways, but that means we have their unprotected pick next year, so I'm definitely not complaining about that because they suck. David Johnson. Steven Silas actually has good ratings. I have no reason to let him go. David Johnson, you suck balls, though. John Lucas, holy hell, man. Jeff Hornacek's the assistant coach on this team. Not doing a very good job, Jeff. All right, Randy Martin here. 2 new assistant coaches would be cool. Again, we do have money. I do not want Hornacek back. We do have money if we do want to, sign a new head coach at some point in time, but I have no problem with Silas in his ratings here. So I think we should be good for now. Okay. They need to patch this or something. I feel like sometimes I have $3 million that turns into $8 million that I have, when I'm trying to sign staff, and then sometimes I'll have unlimited money that I sign one head coach and it's gone, and I just don't get this sometimes, man. There's a lot of things 2K needs to fix. So we do have the 22nd overall pick from the Bucks. I wouldn't mind maybe moving up a little bit. We do have a couple veterans on this team that I don't really, I could see lasting long, like Jeremy Lamb. I know I said that at the beginning. Beverly will definitely not be here long. Isaiah Joe, he was on this team. I'll just get a 2nd round pick. I don't want to take a 1st round pick for anything. That's fine by me. Cool. So we will do something with the 11th pick, or 22nd pick. I wouldn't mind including Beverly in a deal to move up, but again, I don't really know how much value he's going to have. Who wants that contract? So I'll see you guys whatever happens next. So the Knicks have pick 8. I don't know if they're going to take 22 in Beverly for it. They're not. I'd be willing to maybe toss you like a second, maybe 2 seconds. I don't even have another second. All right, I'll chill with that. So who has the 9th overall pick? I just have to find out whoever that is. I'll try to go fast. It's the Kings. They don't have any money. All right, we'll just keep going down one by one. Who has 10? I feel like I just saw it. It's the Grizzlies. Cool, they agree with that. So we will draft somebody at number 10. Kind of a weird range that I really don't ever use. I feel like I either draft somebody in a super late round, literally never use them, or it's, a top 5 pick. So it'll be cool. Cunningham went number 1. Green, Kuminga, Mobley, Jalen Suggs, kind of who you expect to go there. Scotty Barnes, the number 1 prospect on the board. I would not mind picking up Davion Mitchell. Unfortunately, I just really kind of have a log jam at the point guard spot. Zaire Williams would be cool, though. I definitely wouldn't mind Zaire Williams from Stanford. Not a guy I get a lot, we don't really have a starting small forward right now. Not that he's going to slide into that role. I mean, he's probably not going to be the highest overall, but he's going to be the guy for me. I don't really ever draft him. Let's see his overall. He's going to be a 73. Not that bad. I can work with that. Forbes is going to decline that. I'll bring back both of you guys. Hopefully get some first-round picks for you. Bring back the OG cheesy Massa that I know you guys all love. So I'm going to go ahead and get a first-round pick for both of these guys right now. And then, again, I'm going to probably try to work on re-signing Oladipo. And then, again, I don't really know if he's going to be here long term, but we really don't have money, otherwise. So Bryn Forbes, I feel bad for. I mean, I kind of just picked him up, and he kind of just really never played for me. I don't have Fortnite. I'm getting caught in 4K right now, but, I haven't played Fortnite. I've maybe played one game of Fortnite ever. It's because I had it on my PS4 because my friends played it, and it just transferred over when I got my PS5. Jesus Christ, I'm going to get flamed in the comment section. All right, let's see. We need to figure out the shooting guard spot. Obviously, we're bringing back Oladipo, but I don't know if he's a long-term answer, if I'm being honest. I mean, yes, he had a solid season, but that's also just because, again, look at the rest of our roster. We don't really have any pure scorers on this roster. He's not asking for a ton of money, luckily, so, it actually might leave us some money to go ahead and sign a bench. I'll give him $24 million a year. It's way more than anybody else is going to give him. And then, I guess I'll bring back Bryn Forbes at this point. I don't have a backup shooting guard. And so I guess Bryn Forbes, could play for us now. Again, I do feel bad because I traded for the guy, and he literally didn't play for us at all, but we'll see. So let's figure this out. We're obviously, we're good at the center spot. We're good at the power forward spot. Small forward's a little bit dicey for me right now. Unfortunately, really the only one good small forward here is Kawhi, and I'm not just going to sign him every single video. He's going to go to Detroit. He prefers the Pistons offer over... What the hell, man? I would leave $6 million on the board to get, to go to LA back, or go back to LA over to going to Detroit. That's just me, though. Kyle Lowry would be cool. Bring him back to Houston, his glory days. What was his last year in Houston? It was 2009, something like that. 2010, 2011, 2012. I don't know. He's just a little old for me. I wouldn't mind Victor Oladipo as well. Only 17 million, 18 and a half. I wouldn't mind that. And cool. Welcome to the team, Spencer Dinwiddie. All right, so we're going to bring him in here. We do still have to figure out the small forward spot. That's definitely one that's a little iffy for me, but, a couple of really big signings right there for me. So, Spencer Dinwiddie's going to slide into that starting point guard spot really nice for me. We take a look at his numbers, previously, 14, 2 and 5.5, but that was in how many minutes per game? 26. We'll probably get him up around 33. Hopefully get close to those per 36 numbers. So, we look at this roster right now. Obviously, the point guard spot's set. I'll probably give Oladipo another year. I don't love Jeremy Lamb starting, but it might be what I have to go with. I just don't really know if we have any better options at this point, if we're being honest here. Again, I could maybe try to package somebody in with him if I could do some sort of sign-in trade. I actually might be able to get really cheesy. Hang on a second. If I sign Whiteside, moving to power forward, his overall is going to jump, isn't it? Yeah, he's an 84. All right, I'm going to find a new small forward. So this is what the deal is going to be. Jeremy Lamb, Hassan Whiteside, and a first-round pick heading to Detroit. Jeremy Grant, and Sadiq Bey coming over here to us in Houston. So we're going to slide Grant down to the small forward spot. He goes up to an 85 overall. That's what I knew was going to happen. We're going to have to figure, not that there's, there kind of is a log jam here now, between Sadiq Bey and Zaire Williams. Obviously, Zaire Williams hasn't even played a minute for us. I don't really know what I want to do. I kind of want to get Williams minutes, but then again, I do have, an 80 overall 22-year-old right here. I feel like it'd be kind of dumb just to let him go, you know what I'm saying? And he's locked up the entire video. So maybe Zaire Williams is the odd man out. I do feel kind of bad, though, but I really just don't need him, if I'm being honest. So we're going to leave him on the roster and, maybe include him in a trade next year. But we have 9 guys. I'm happy about the Jeremy Grant trade. He is locked up, past the season for the entire video. So Let's go ahead and set this rotation, and I'll see you guys with it, before we start simming year number 2. So we're all set with the starting rotation here at the beginning of year number 2. Obviously made a lot of upgrades to the starting lineup. I think we're definitely going to be in a better spot. I actually like the way this team's looking too, just because again, we're kind of using some guys that I don't really tend to use a ton. Look, I get it from your end. If videos can get boring if I just do the same thing repeatedly over and over. It's just literally could be the same team just in different jerseys. So I kind of like this approach. Will it work? I don't know. So that's obviously, to be tested right now in year number 2. And that's not me saying this is going to be the final team, because it honestly, if I'm being 100% with you, it's probably not how the starting 5 is going to look next year. But for now, it's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie, Victor Oladipo, Jeremy Grant, Domantas Sabonis, and Miles Turner. Still a very talented starting 5. I definitely expect to be in the playoffs this year. Hopefully a top 4 seed, but that might be pushing a little bit. Bench unit's really solid. Sadiq Bey going to be my 6th man here. Precious Achiuwa, just an absolute stud off the bench for me. Tyrese Maxey, and then Bryn Forbes. So we got a really good bench as well. We got Zaire Williams chilling down here. Whether if his name's called, he'll obviously be there for us. So I feel bad not getting him any minutes, but when the opportunity presents itself to get a guy who's playing 24 minutes a night as a 6th man for you, kind of hard to not take it. So that is it for now. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So we wrap up year number 2 here as a 5 seed in the Western Conference, 13th in the power rankings. We were a 4 seed for a long time. I was kind of watching it, but 5 seed, not that bad. We're playing the same team. It's just whether we don't have home court advantage or not, or whether we do or not. You know what I'm saying? Trae Young, MVP in Atlanta. Great numbers from him. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year in Golden State. He also was 6th man of the year. I said that before I even saw the award, just because I can see it by the numbers. Ozzie Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Williams, Most Improved, and Mike Malone, Coach of the Year, 58 and 24 for the Denver Nuggets, as they are a 3 seed. Wow, you don't see a 3 seed coach winning Coach of the Year too often. All right, so we do have Phoenix in the first round. Obviously a very good team these days. Spencer Dinwiddie less in scoring. Sabonis, Oladipo obviously took a little bit of a downside, not a downside, but he took a little. Wow, Jeremy Grant, really, dude? Really? All right, well, we'll cross that road when we get there. Rebounds went to Domantas Sabonis, and assists was Spencer Dinwiddie. So we take a look at this Suns starting 5 right now. CP3, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Daniel Tice, my arch nemesis, and DeAndre Ayton. Let's go ahead and sim this first round right here, see what happens. We swept them. In Minnesota, swept the Lakers. What is going on? They picked up Zach LaVine is back in Minnesota. So they traded D'Angelo Russell for Zach LaVine. Wow. I'm sure Karl Anthony Towns is one happy camper right now about it. We beat them in 5. Us in Denver right here. Murray, Terry Rozier, they added to their team. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. That's a scary starting 5 right there. And we got Atlanta. What is going on right now? See, this is one of those weird things 2K does that I bring up all the time. It's like when you're not expecting to win, you win. And when I'm a 1 seed and win 65 plus fucking games, I get swept in the first round. What? I mean, that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost the Atlanta Hawks right now. I mean, but yeah, okay. We take him to 7. Trae Young, Finals MVP. Holy hell, 37 points a game. I just can't believe this team was even in the finals, dude. That's absolutely, it blows my mind. What does that even say? All-star teams will be determined by top vote getters in their respective conferences. Does that mean like fan vote? Because that would be the dumbest thing ever. Because like Taco Fall would be like a 2-time All-Star by this point. All right, draft lottery right now. We do have that Detroit Pistons pick. It's unprotected. It is top 3 projected. Let's see what we can get it with here right now. And we end up with the 4th overall pick. I can live with that. It's probably going to be trade piece anyways. So Silas is gone. Do I want to bring Mike D'Antoni back here? I don't know how Houston Rockets fans would feel about that. Billy Donovan, an option as well. So there's not some great options right now. And we did just get to the finals with Silas, so I don't really see a reason to let him go. We still have our trainer obviously as well. And then I guess I'll sign a CFO just because people care about that stuff. So we will head up to the NBA draft right now with the 4th overall pick. Yes, I am planning on trading it. We'll once we find the right trade, though, we'll figure that out. So I'll see you guys with that move. Here's the trade. Jeremy Grant, pick 4, and a future unprotected first-round pick to Orlando for pick 3 and Jonathan Isaac. Isaac's a huge addition defensively. He's going to slide to that small forward spot, be our starter there. And then the reason I was so excited to get the 3rd overall pick as well is because I'm going to probably trade Oladipo in that 3rd overall pick. So, my De'Aaron Fox. I guess I could move Dinwiddie to the shooting guard spot. It probably wouldn't be a bad option. So that's probably what we're going to do. De'Aaron Fox, welcome to the team. Dinwiddie's going to slide up to that shooting guard spot. He goes up to an 87 overall. So, new starting 5 is figured out. We no longer have any picks in this year's draft. I don't believe. No, we do not. Let's sim up to team player options right now. Achiuwa, Sadiq Bey, and Tyrese Maxey all coming back. You absolutely love to see it. Qualifying offers. We have none, and we're heading into free agency. Do we have any big free agents? It doesn't even look like we really do. Unfortunately, we don't have any money. It really sucks that I never really have any money by that year. Anyways, so Zaire Williams is still here. Honestly, could be in a trade at this point in time. I just really don't know what I need to upgrade. I'm very comfortable with how this starting rotation is looking. I mean, unless I can get something crazy for Dinwiddie, but he had a really solid year last year, so it would take a lot. So, I mean, if I were to do Dinwiddie, I'll throw in Zaire Williams as well, and then a first-round pick. If not, I'll probably package him with Bryn Forbes, maybe try to get a better backup shooting guard. But again, I don't really foresee myself doing any sort of deal here. Jonathan Kuminga is getting offered to me, but yeah, probably not. All right, so we're going to go ahead and probably include Bryn Forbes and Zaire Williams in some sort of trade for, looking to upgrade that backup shooting guard spot. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. They're probably only playing, 10, 15 minutes a night. Shake Milton, I see Dylan Windler. Emmanuel Quickly, that's absolutely perfect. Welcome to the team. We're all set. I will see you guys at the rotation at the start of the third and final year. So we got the rotation all set here for the start of the third and final year. As I mentioned, while we were here last year, I didn't foresee the exact same starting five, for the year. I mean, that being said, I was very surprised this team made it to the finals, but I think this really kind of pushes us over the edge right here. So, De'Aaron Fox, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jonathan Isaac, a huge new addition. Also, I didn't really explain it. The reason I didn't get a backup power forward, even though Sabonis is not our highest overall, is because Isaac's going to probably play a hybrid. He is only playing 34, not only 34 minutes a night, but he's playing less minutes than Sabonis, but he's listed as a power forward. His backup position is now power forward. He's going to be fine, sliding to that 4, in some other rotations when Sabonis is not in there, and he is. So that's the, logic behind that. Sabonis is going to obviously be starting for me at the power forward spot. The game actually wants Precious Achiuwa to start over Miles Turner, and I get it because he's higher overall and he puts up better numbers, but I actually really would like this scoring off the bench that Precious Achiuwa is going to bring. So I'm going to still roll with Turner. He's obviously a stud defensively, so that's what we're going to go with. Sneak base, still my 6-man though. Precious Achiuwa, Tyrese Maxey, and then the new backup shooting guard, Emmanuel Quickly. I really like how this team turned out. I think we're going to be really solid. Hopefully, go ahead and win a championship. See you guys at the end of the third and final year. Third and final year comes to a close here in Houston for us. We are a 1 seed here. You love to see it. Number 1 in the power rankings as well. Trae Young back-to-back in the MVP department, fresh off a finals and a finals MVP as well. Mac McClung, rookie of the year. This game. 6-man goes to Cunningham. I cannot believe they can't find a way to get him into their starting 5. Giannis, Stevens, player of the year. Bol, most improved. 63 and 19 for us, and Steven Silas, as he does take home coach of the year. And as I mentioned, we are a 1 seed. So let's look at some player stats real quick. De'Aaron Fox, obviously a huge pickup for us. Very excited about him. Come playoff time, I think him and Dinwiddie in the backcourt together would be gross. Sabonis double-double. Precious Achiuwa was great, even though, he didn't start, but he was still really solid. Jonathan Isaac was not here to score the basketball, so I really didn't need him. Rebounds went to Sabonis. I didn't need him offensively. I needed him more defensively. You know what I'm saying? And assist went to Dinwiddie. So, Sacramento, Facundo Campazzo, my boy. Tyrese Haliburton, Jalen Johnson, Chet Holmgren, who seems to always end up in Sacramento. And then Victor Wembanyama. Nope. Me and names don't. We don't do well together. So we do sweep them. Moving on to the LA Lakers, who lost in the first. Why? How? Did he do this dumb thing where he signed for like $4 million? Yes, he did. If you're still watching the video at this point in time, please let me know. Why does this happen? This hasn't been a thing since like 2K17. Because I specifically remember I used to sign LeBron for like a mid-level exception. I don't know how this happens with Russell Westbrook. If he gets released maybe from his contract, I don't know. I mean, he is actually no, he's a free agent in the third season, the second off season. So I guess he's just signing with, or he didn't get a contract and is just signing with the Lakers for cheap. I don't get how it happens. I also don't know in what world would he be a good fit at the shooting guard spot. But they gave Andre Drummond $25 million, and it looks like, I would do a better job out there for the Lakers than he had. Like, how is that a 4 seed too, We win in 7, though. Golden State, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Pascal, Wiseman, and then obviously Cunningham, Jordan Poole off the bench. God damn, it's never easy. Oh, my God. It's never easy, man. Really? What the fuck? All right. If I didn't have a big day tomorrow, getting vaccinated and all this stuff, I'd do another season. But we didn't get it done. I really like this team. I thought we took a little bit of a different approach, not getting guys that I normally get. We didn't sign any big free agents, anything like that. So, I had fun with it. I thought it was a good rebuild. They don't all turn out as W's, but, this one was a semi-W in my opinion. We did make it to a finals, with a worse team than this. But then again, we didn't have to play, Russell Westbrook on a $5 million contract with LeBron and Anthony Davis. And $25 million a year Andre Drummond. Let me add that to the Ricks. So that about does it for me. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we only have so many of these left. So if you guys want to see, your favorite team, if I haven't done it, please check out the playlist before you comment them, because people get pissed at me in the comments section. It happens all the time. They're like, why haven't you done the Bucks? Hey, buddy, I did the Bucks 2 fucking months ago. How about you go look at the playlist? So yeah, just if you haven't checked out that playlist yet, check it out. Let me know, what teams I haven't done. As I mentioned, only 5 or 6 of them left before we do wrap up this series for 2K21, which sounds weird to say, but yeah, I'm very excited for the rest of this summer. As always, if you guys do have any other video ideas, feel free to leave them down below. If you guys are new or just watch the videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. Helps out the channel a ton as well. So that about does it for me. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Again, I'll do my best to get a video out for you tomorrow. I don't know how the vaccine's going to hit me. I'm recording this one on Tuesday night right now. You'll see this Wednesday definitely. But I'll let you know. I will let you know. Hopefully I'm feeling good enough to record a video. But as always, you can check updates on Twitter. I'll probably tweet out something about it as well. So I love you guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one.